All right, welcome back, guys. It is Sunday, June 2nd. Game 2 of the NBA Finals is tonight. Raptors versus Golden State. But we have a special podcast today. We have two guests. If you guys want to introduce yourself.
Nico Caperso here, cousin of the podcast hoster.
And you want to say your favorite sports teams or which teams you support?
The two sports teams I support most are the New York Jets and the Los Angeles Lakers.
Giancarlo Magali here. A lot of people know me as Chica. I'm the host brother. And teams I support the most probably are the New York Giants, the New York Yankees. And
that's it. You don't support any other teams.
I support the U.S. men's national soccer team.
I don't.
Unless they wear the gay uniforms, then I don't.
All right. Anywho, we'll be talking about basketball in this podcast. We have the NBA Finals tonight. So let's get our predictions. Nico, what do you think is going to happen tonight and the rest of the series?
I'm not going to obviously don't know the score prediction, but I don't know. I've been having a weird feeling all day. I think that the Warriors are going to just lay the smackdown on the Raptors, to be honest. I don't know why. I feel like the way they've been playing in this playoffs, they didn't look themselves that last game. And you could say what you want, saying, the Raptors just were the better team that game. But I don't know. I have a feeling tonight that the Warriors are just going to come out and they're just going to, tear the Raptors apart.
All right. So you think that the Warriors are going to tie this series. And what do you think is going to happen in the rest of the series?
I think the Raptors could win the series in 6 just because right now with the whole situation with the Warriors, Kevin Durant still isn't back yet. I think whenever he comes back is going to lay a big impact. But right now, without Durant, I do see the Raptors winning in 6.
All right, so Nico says Raptors winning in 6. G, what about you? Tonight and the series prediction.
Okay. I have to say this.
All right, come on, let's go.
All right, relax. I have to say this. I want to make a bold prediction, but I don't want it to end in an explosion. Apparently, Durant's supposed to come back now, Game 3, rumors have it. Right. I don't believe it. We'll see if it happens. But if he does not come back...
What about tonight, though? Tonight, Game 2.
All right.
What do you think is going to happen tonight?
I think the Warriors will win tonight. I mean, the Raptors, excuse me. The Raptors will win tonight.
So you think they're going to go 2-0 going into
2-0. I don't think they can lose at home, this Raptors team. I mean, well, look what happened in Game 1. Kawhi did play well, but he wasn't the top scorer on his team. People make the case that the Warriors had an off game, but you see how the Raptors, their key players had an off game as well. Kyle Lowry only had, 4 points. Kawhi Leonard only had 23. And then you have a guy like Siakam, who's like a third, fourth option shooting the ball on that starting lineup. Yep. Come and drop over 30 points. So
I think he opened the third quarter or the fourth quarter with 12 straight points.
I remember the last time the Warriors won 2 games back-to-back in the playoffs or in the postseason period. When the last
Warriors
time they lost 2. The Warriors.
Oh, the Warriors lost 2.
I remember the last time they lost 2 back-to-back.
They lost 2 against the Rockets. They went up 2-0 and then they lost 2. Mm-hmm. And it was a 2-2 series. Mm-hmm. But I think the Raptors are going to win tonight.
All right, so what about the rest of the series prediction?
It's hard to tell at this point, and it's mainly because of what's going on with Kevin Durant. We don't know what's going to happen. We don't know when he's going to come back. We don't know when he comes back.
Game 3. So what if if he comes back Game 3
on a minutes restriction?
Yeah, for Game 3, but then Game 4 he starts like
he starts the whole Game 4. If he starts the whole Game 4,
that changes the whole series.
It depends. Do the Raptors win Game 3? Now, if they lose Game 3 and the Raptors are up 2-1, considering they win tonight, in my guess. So Raptors up 2-1. Kevin Durant is now full in Game 4. I think the Warriors will probably win the series in 7.
So you say the Warriors are going to win in 7?
Let me say one thing, too. Let me say one thing. Regardless of Kevin Durant coming back or not, I have a feeling that whoever wins Game 3 will win the series in general. Regardless of if he comes back on a minutes restriction or if they decide to start him, I think whoever wins Game 3 wins it all.
All right.
My honest prediction, I think the Raptors, without looking analytically at this, I think the Raptors will win in 5. I think they'll lose 1 game away in Warriors home. But I think they'll take 1, and then they'll come back and win that 5th game to close out the series.
Hard to win an Oracle.
All right. Hard. So Nico has Raptors winning in 6. Giancarlo has Warriors winning in 7.
With Durant,
Carlo has Raptors winning tonight, going up 0-2, and Nico has the Warriors winning tonight by
I think a blowout too. I think it's gonna be a blowout.
So tonight, I think Raptors are gonna win. I said if the Raptors get blown out and lose, the series is over.
Yeah,
the Warriors are gonna win the series, but I think that the Raptors are gonna win today. I think they're gonna go up 2-0, and they're gonna win the series in 6. So segueing to another topic, the three of us both made right now our current top 10 NBA players in the league.
Wait. But I have to throw this in. We can't just, I have to throw this in with the Warriors. Their biggest issue right now in the series is their lack of shooting outside the Splash Brothers. Because without Durant and Draymond Green's not hitting jump shots that he is either hit or miss on, Iguodala missed big shots last game.
Yeah, but Iguodala has been playing better in these playoffs. He's
not
stepped up. Last game
one.
There was rumors last game that he also got hurt, and he still could be hurt.
And DeMarcus Cousins, you've seen him come back.
Iguodala got hurt at the end.
But that's expected.
I don't think DeMarcus Cousins is a factor in this finals. I don't think he's going to be a
I
factor.
actually saw a stat that said that they've been averaging 18 points more with him there.
I don't even.
But they lost.
He didn't look like he did.
Yeah,
anything.
they
lost.
I don't think. The first quarter, started the second.
That's my thing. If Durant does not actually come back fully healthy, I think the Raptors, that's why I believe they'll close it out in 5. And if Durant is back fully healthy, they'll win it. The Warriors will win this series.
Let me see something else, too. I'm going to cut you off. But I feel like that Siakam thing's a one-time deal. I think he's going to come back tonight and probably score like 8-9 points, in my opinion, just because I think, the Raptors are just coming off. You thought Golden State was loud. Watching Golden State these past couple years and seeing their atmosphere and their fans, the Raptors just really just like stepped in and was like, whoa, like that stadium is loud. I think they just had the momentum. And like I said, I just don't feel like Siakam is going to put up a game like that again because they're going to look back and be like, oh, we're going to have to guard him better. We're not going to give him as many open shots. Not to mention that, let's look at Kawhi Leonard. He was 5 for 14 from the field. And like I said,
but
I think that he
how
can
many
bounce
free
back.
throws?
Well, yeah, 23 points. But like I said, they can defend that. They could go different routes.
Well, the problem,
him,
I'm going to disagree with you because the reason Kawhi was 5 for 14 and still had 23 points is because no one was defending Siakam. They have nobody to defend him. Who's going to defend him on that court? Who's going to defend him?
Draymond Green.
Well, clearly he didn't do a good job in the last game when he scores 30-something points.
Draymond was on a few people. But another thing is that the Warriors don't have is, if you look, they had no big man.
No big man. Right?
They had no big man. So the Raptors getting these offensive rebounds and, coming down in transition, the Warriors have not stopped them in game 1, and we'll see what they can do in game 2, having a small lineup.
And you watch what the Raptors did in game 1. When something didn't work, another play always opened up. Like if Siakam or Kawhi Leonard tried taking to the basket, who was at the top of the arc waiting for a three-pointer? Marc Gasol.
Right.
And that's where the Warriors, surprisingly, are lacking.
They're
usually the team to shoot the three-pointers. They're the three-point team. That's what they're known for. Now they're losing at their own. The Raptors beat them in game 1 in their own game.
I feel like tonight, too, I'm going to mark as a prediction that they're going to take out Jordan Bell and they're going to put back in Kevon Looney because, to be honest with you, I don't know if you watched, Jordan Bell didn't know what he was doing defending-wise. I mean, when you got – and plus in the post, I think he was getting destroyed. Now, if you put on a big guy like Kevon Looney in the game and you put him on Marc Gasol, I don't know if he's going to get as many open shots just because he's going to be with him the whole time. Jordan Bell kind of looked like he was switching off on the wrong guys and just wrong. Kevon Looney's been a little silently good in these playoffs, which I think it's also going to help him out in free agency too because they're free agents this year, so a team will probably swoop in and grab him. But I think they'll wind up switching back to Kevon Looney in the starting lineup. Or Andrew Bogut. Andrew Bogut's back on the team.
See Andrew Bogut.
My issue with that,
experience. He won a championship with them.
I'll end with this. My only issue with that is Kevon Looney and Andrew Bogut are both not very, but pretty stiff players. So to chase Marc Gasol around up to that three-point line when he's open for a three-point shot is going to be very difficult. I don't think it's going to phase his shot much. So it's very difficult to guard this Raptors team.
Yeah,
Watching them game 1, the Warriors look on the struggling.
They're fast. They're a deep team. They've even been a deep team the last 3 years. Even with LeBron in the East, we really haven't seen their full potential, but they really have been a deep team. And now with Kawhi Leonard, they have that anchor that could lead them to victories. So we'll see what happens tonight. Any other thoughts about the finals tonight?
The whole Raptors team needs to show up, plain and simple. The Raptors can't have the nights where one guy stands out and the rest don't. They need to get all their guys. And that's the general answer and response you would get where, it's like everyone needs to. But it's the truth, when you got Steph Curry and Klay Thompson dropping 30 points and you got Iguodala doing 15 and Draymond doing like 10, 11. You need Lowry to step up big time in this game tonight. You need a big game from him.
I'm going to say the opposite because clearly it didn't affect the Raptors in game 1. The Warriors have to show up. Their whole team. Curry had over 30 points, right?
Curry had 34.
Curry had 34, and I didn't even notice it.
Bell started. He only had 2 points.
The Warriors' whole starting lineup has to show up, and this is why they need Kevin Durant. And I don't want to take it to another topic.
Yeah, Bell replaced Kevin Durant, and what a swing that
Curry
was.
cannot win on his own. He can't do it. He needs Durant there, and he needs the rest of his starting lineup to score points. If you look at the Warriors lineup, where the point is,
they had Green, Bell, Iguodala, Curry, and Thompson.
It was Curry and Thompson, and everyone else was non-existent. Draymond Green just got to 10,
and this team,
it's not good enough.
Bell's definitely going to be switched tonight. I can guarantee that.
They play. I'm trying to see how many threes they had. They play deep on the 3 ball, and they only made 12 threes.
I said the Raptors beat them at their own game.
The Raptors had one more 3 than them, but they started off the game. I think it was 4 threes in a row.
They only had one more 3. See, that's not good though.
They only made one more 3. That
was considered a bad game for the Warriors, and they only had one less than the Raptors. That's why I think tonight they're going to come out and shoot lights out.
Yeah,
because you can't say they had one less 3 and say they had a bad 3-point game. Then look at the Raptors. That must be amazing for them. If they had only one more than the Warriors.
Here's the thing. Here's what it came down to in game 1. It was a very defensive game, and the problem was that with that is no one on the court seemed to be able to defend Siakam. No one was able to defend him because he's a power forward that can move fast. He can dribble up the court. And no one on the Warriors lineup, who would defend that man is Kevin Durant would be able to defend him. Kevin Durant, and that would solve all their problems with this guy, but it didn't seem like there was anybody to defend Siakam in that last game, and that's what it came down to. He was the difference maker.
And we'll see tonight if the Raptors can take advantage of the rebounds. They got out offensive rebound by the Warriors, 9-7, and their defensive rebounds are tied, 29-29. So we'll see. We'll see if the Raptors can change that around, because they definitely have the height advantage in this series.
Let me also point out, too, that the Warriors had 7 more turnovers than the Raptors. They had 17. The Raptors had 10. And we know how much points are scored off the turnovers. I'm trying to see right now the fast break points or the
points off turnovers. It was 17-17.
But still, 17-10 turnovers. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're right. All right, so this is going to do it for part 1 of our podcast on Sunday. So part 2 will come out later today. So thanks for watching, guys. Like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And we'll see you on part 2.